Would you remind me of the definition of ambulatory? Does that mean a wound that you raise to ambulatory?
Yeah, it's a wound that you raise. No,
is it a raised wound?
Yeah, you raise a wound from childhood to adulthood.
Maybe I'm thinking of an
From
embolism.
open wound to scab.
This is my wound, Tyler. Welcome to the Town Show, a show where every week Mark and Ryan continue to build our fictional imaginary town with the aid of a special guest. We'll meet townsfolk, erect landmarks, create historical events, and just build lore overall. And it's a very special episode because we have guest number one. Guest number one back.
Huge.
It's Peter Oldring.
Yes!
Peter, welcome back.
Oh my gosh, so much has changed.
It's a lot has changed. The intro has gotten so flowery
Well,
and
it's
nice.
become a thing.
Yeah.
It's become a thing. Every episode, it's the read, and you nailed it. You absolutely did, Ryan. You nailed it. I was waiting for a blunder, but it never happened.
In episode one, we didn't even have a read. Episode one, we came in, we were just like describing the show.
Episode one, we were so young.
We were so
Chris
young.
wasn't even here. And
Yeah,
it was just
no Chris.
With
three
another
people
Chris.
with an iPhone screwing around.
Yeah.
You know, it was a lot of fun.
And now, what has become of this show since then?
I know.
Such a big... Have you seen the map?
Yes.
Yeah.
Have I seen the map? Yes.
Yeah.
And heard the episode with the map.
Oh, yes. Very up to
The map
date.
is not lost on me. If you're the first guest, there's a lot of responsibility.
Yeah, you got to keep
Someone's gonna
up.
bring up a map. You're going to go and look at this thing.
Well, we ended up building the whole town around the fountain that you suggested.
Yeah,
Peter.
that's the fountain
whole
is the...
goddamn town.
It's sort of the spine of
it-
the whole town in a lot of ways.
I
Well-
re-listened. It was so aggravating to hear me not be able to say "Never shall we lower the."
Never
shall we know where the legs do meet.
I mean, you nailed it this time. So.
Oh God!
Wait, you said I nailed the intro. Hey, what's going on here?
Hold on. You've caught on to me now. Yes, yes, I know that this fountain has sort of stuck around.
It's very much stuck around.
A lot of myth and lore. To
And we say "Never shall we know where the legs do meet" often, but we very rarely use it in context of a scene. Like it never just kind of pops. So we need to work on
I know.
that.
Well, the townies,
Peter.
they just need to constantly, be kind of like blasting it in there when the moment is right.
Well, let's all challenge ourselves to just throw it in at one point. Just find a spot.
Find a way.
Organically.
Yeah.
Do you remember when we did this?
Like
Like in the first episode, it was next to impossible for us to get there.
Yeah.
Like when we actually had time to think about it.
We couldn't even do it.
Couldn't
Yeah.
do it. So
Yeah.
It's quite a
okay,
challenge.
We'll try to do this. Okay.
Nothing happens if we don't meet the challenge.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. None of this matters.
Well, just
very
cut out-
little matters.
You can just cut out the part where you said this is the challenge. If it's not there, people don't know that there's been a challenge.
Okay.
Okay. So
Hey, before we continue on, for those who are watching, I just want to point out that there is something new behind me.
Wow.
What is it? It's a new sign.
wow.
Our first sign.
Our first sign. Look at that.
Gorgeous.
Well, it's a second sign. We've
Second-
had
It's our
a
second sign. It's our
you
second sign,
for
yeah.
many years.
Yeah,
now.
for a year we've had one sign hang up there.
drawn by.
Drawn by me. And now we've had a sign created by listener and townie Andrew. Last name
It's
redacted.
gorgeous. I'll tell you what, I wish the cameras were rolling when we tried to hang that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because that was a mess.
That was kind of act one of our day, hanging that thing.
A lot of balls
Fell
of
down the
string
first
being
time.
hurled over pipes.
And it
Very
looks
tricky. Very
It's
challenging.
kind of like the movie Newsies. You know what I mean? Balls. It's just like throwing it over exposed pipes for some reason. I don't know. It evoked Newsies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
this
I
was
could
the
see
other
that.
thing. Episode 1, no cameras, guys.
No cameras.
No
First time-
sound.
this is the first time anyone's ever seen you.
This is the first time I've ever been in front of a camera.
Yeah.
So this is kind of like people are actually seeing the height. They're seeing the whole thing.
Yeah, seeing the shirt.
It's a totally different listen when you're seeing it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Much different.
Yeah, very different. Like people are just imagining what I look like. They're like, wow. Then they see the YouTube and they're like, wow.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Both are a wow.
They go,
Both they imagine what it looked like, which is a wow.
Yeah.
Then they see me. It's also a wow.
It's also a wow. Different type of wow.
But don't worry, very few
interesting.
people actually watch the YouTube. So.
So Andrew, who made the sign, he come to us at our improv show, right?
That's right. The Sunday
He came and
service,
dropped
the
off the
Fox Cabaret.
sign, and we had a little chat with him about his hometown of Oshawa, Ontario. And I just wanted to reiterate what he said. He also followed up a little email that Oshawa used to be the city that motivates Canada because they had a General Motors plant there. But because the General Motors plant closed, they changed their motto to "Prepare to be amazed."
That covers almost anything.
Well, like,
so funny.
and it doesn't mean that you're ever going to be amazed.
No.
You just need to prepare.
Yeah.
Okay?
So you get ready to be amazed.
Yeah.
I'll work on the amazing part. But you just get ready.
You do your part.
We both have a job.
Maybe where it ends.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Did he have it mounted on this firm back? Like,
yeah, it came with the backing.
He
Yeah.
glued it to the back.
Which, if we want to, do we want to show the back?
Let's just see some of the craftsmanship.
We believe in.
The back is. This
Hold
is
on,
Please be
here?
careful. It took so long
Mark,
to hang
it
this.
took
that's good.
Mark.
You're
Mark.
good. No,
Very
that's
bad idea. It's a
fine.
very bad idea.
Oh, yeah.
It's a
Back-
choices market, like
Listen.
foam core.
Yeah, it's
kinda
a box.
back-
Looks
box,
like you've
yeah.
got a sponsor.
Yeah.
On the back.
Always looking
It's
for
choices.
sponsors.
Always looking for sponsors. We got
Sign.
fizzy water.
You know.
Like,
We're
how easy
thankful.
would that be for choices? We've already said, like, you don't even have to send anything. We have got your sign on the back of our sign.
Yeah.
All
so
we need
easy.
to do, $100, we'll turn it around.
Yeah,
Flip it
we'll turn
around.
$100.
Once an episode, the grand
50
reveal,
bucks.
the choices reveal.
$10, turn it around. $10 to turn it around.
We're easy.
Yeah.
So once again, thank you, Andrew, for the sign. You want to take a crack at a sign? We're gonna be
We want to
decorating
fill
this
the wall with
I
signs.
have heard rumblings that there
nice.
are other people working on signs, and I don't want to deter them.
No.
If you're
Mm-hmm.
mid-sign,
Yeah.
finish
the sign.
Finish the sign.
Be a sign competition.
Yeah.
I mean,
We started this
get that
show to
wall.
accumulate signs.
Yeah. This was a
Okay.
sign accumulation show.
Thank you.
you
Yeah.
fill the studio, then it goes into the houses.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, that's nice.
It takes signs to make signs.
And Chris, how are you? It
does.
Producer Chris Kelly, you doing okay today?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
Okay, Chris is here. Great.
I mean,
Just want to
I'm
make
still
sure
stressed about how we put up this sign. I don't think it has any integrity.
No, it
I'll
was.
tell you what, though, on that twist, that was not budging.
That's
When
No.
you
true.
flipped it, that looked solid.
As soon as I started twisting, I was like, "Oh, this is falling, and we're gonna have to stop the show."
It held.
You know, we would stop the show for the sign.
Forever stopped.
It held.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd have
forever.
to end the show.
Yeah. Peter.
Hi.
I'm so glad you're here.
Oh,
It
it's
was
so
such a
nice
boon to
be
get you
back.
for episode 1, and now you're back, and that's so exciting.
And you know what? You're men of your word.
Yeah.
You brought me back.
We brought you back.
And it's just
much later
can't
than I
even-
anticipated. I thought we would bring him back much sooner, but we
Yeah.
ended up.
It took a long time, I think, to just digest what we said.
Exactly.
And that's it.
Yeah.
But it's so
I mean,
nice
I'm
to
still
be
thinking
back.
about the town perm.
Oh,
Town
yes.
Perm. Yeah.
Has
so-
anyone gotten one?
No, we have to do a town perm.
Well, I guess we know what's
We
happening
need
today.
to see a scene where someone's getting the town perm.
Oh, my
There's a lot of
gosh.
scenes that we didn't get to see based on things that you suggested.
You know,
Peter.
permanents, I think, are coming back.
Yeah.
Is that right?
People are getting permanents. Somebody told me this. They're getting people. I think it's becoming a thing.
And it's
Yeah.
cooler to say the full word now.
permanent.
Yeah. Well, all
like a permanent
hairstyles,
hair.
all hairstyles are actually shortened versions of their long version. Perm, permanent, mullet, mullivant,
All of it.
That's another one.
Mohawkipus.
part of it.
Yeah.
No, a part is a pardon me. Yeah. What other hairstyles?
Palomino tail.
Yeah.
Beehive.
Beehive.
Ooh.
Beehive a bit.
So Peter, now, I do want to talk to you about some town stuff. Let's just
yes,
so we talked
good.
to you about where you're from, which is a very small town.
Drayton Valley. That
Yeah.
hasn't changed.
Yes, and we talked a lot about that. You were there for like the first 6 months of your life, and then you moved to Calgary.
That is right. You remember, and you're not even being prompted. This is just locked in your memory.
locked in. And we talked about Calgary, but you then moved to LA, and then subsequent to that, you moved back here to Canada.
Yes, I did.
So what was your neighborhood like in Los Angeles?
Well, let me think here. You know, so when I first got there, I mean, the whole thing is I met a girl, and she was based in L.A., and I had sort of been back and forth a little bit at the time, and so, but when we met, it was kind of like, I realized I'm going to just be down in LA now.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I moved in with her and her two roommates in the east part of Hollywood, sort of near, I guess it would be near like Paramount. And kind of an eclectic place. We were in a little apartment unit, and the guy beside us went absolutely ballistic. Like across the street from us in this like 3-story townhouse that I think he was renting. And one night he was standing on the roof of his townhouse with a stop sign with the concrete still like attached to the one end of the concrete, standing on his roof, calling out a neighbor saying he's going to kill him.
Oh my gosh.
And that's when we said, let's move. So we
Did it seem like he had ripped out the stop
Yes,
sign
it
with
did.
strength?
Wow.
Yes, it did.
Yes, it did.
And he either with strength or with his vehicle.
Yeah.
And then took it upstairs.
Yeah. Or do you think somebody like got the stop sign and was like, here's the stop sign. He's like, I don't want this. I'm going to kill you.
Honestly, he really was.
That's very scary.
He had snapped. And then I went back. So we literally did move. We broke our lease and we're like, we got to get out of here because I feel like bullets are going to fly through these windows.
Yeah.
And so we then moved to like another place. Eventually, we ended up where we had been living for a long time, which was Sherman Oaks. So that's kind of like a residential retirement home. It's amazing.
It's great stuff.
The pool, the lawn bowling,
The
all
staff.
of it, the croquet and the crochet, all the crows. But we, lived there. Very family friendly. Sort of on the back side of the hills there. But I did
Chicken friendly.
Chicken friendly, yes. We had like a little chicken coop in our backyard. It was for my daughter's first birthday.
Oh.
We got her chickens. We got her little baby chicks for her to raise. We had gone to a, we were on a bison ranch, not to jump all around, but Sarah and I were visiting a bison ranch in Utah.
Okay.
And
Take us to Utah.
it was always
Tell
been
me more.
a dream of hers. We've got to go to a bison ranch. We went to this bison ranch in Utah, and there were chickens out of their pens or coops or
Wild chickens?
wild roaming chickens
I don't know.
Near the bison?
near the bison.
Careful.
So the bison, they would have to get through a fence to get to these chickens, but
I see.
and I'm sure some of them might have. It's possible. What's going to stop a bison? But so anyways, we saw these chickens. We're like, oh, this is so fun. They're just kind of roaming around with all of us. And they're hopping up on benches beside you. And so then, when our daughter was 1, we were like, gosh, you know what? We should get some chickens. She'd love this. So I built a chicken coop. We got 4 baby chicks, like sort of 5 or 6 days old. And we in the backyard would raise chickens. And
Names?
Yes. So in the first flock, it was Sunny,
Yeah.
Dottie, Franny, and Mo.
A little bit of an inky pinky.
Yeah. Yes.
Something in Clyde
And-
deal. Yeah.
These sadly, the first flock is gone. The first flock is gone.
okay.
They
and
flew
I'll tell you
away?
what, yes, they did fly away. Their spirits left them. Chickens are very vulnerable. These are vulnerable little creatures. So we have hawks in the area.
Oh my gosh.
A hawk,
Are there coyotes in LA?
coyotes. A
Coyotes,
coyote
yeah.
came over our fence, and another of the second flock was taken by a coyote.
Oh jeez.
So it's for a 1-year-old, it's a great lesson.
Yeah. And you made this coop. Did you just have like chicken wire and wood?
So my
Right?
wife, it's
absolutely.
sort of, but my wife was like, we can buy a chicken coop, which I was kind of saying, that's a great idea. But she said, no, I think you need to build it. And I was like, I don't think I've ever built anything. You need to build it. And I was like, this is going to take a long time. I don't care.
Yeah.
You should build this.
Yeah.
And so every night for literally probably 2 months,
Oh my god.
it would be like 7 o'clock. All right, I'm going out back to continue working on this coop. She's like, okay. And so I built this. It's a giant coop.
Wow.
And I found some plans online, and then I modified it, put my own touch on it. Sure. A different way to get into the egg box. But the only thing that was, it all made sense. Was able to build this thing. But then also, I realized the difference between being like somebody that knows how to build and somebody that doesn't is that I made so many mistakes that I probably doubled the cost of the whole thing because it's like,
Yeah.
I
Oh,
got
yeah.
more of this than I needed. Oh, I cut this wrong. I need to get a different thing
Yeah.
here. So, but it was cool. And
You needed a contractor.
I needed a contractor, and I didn't have a license for myself, so none of it's permanent. And I
I'm
shouldn't
so-
say that now, but
Yeah.
it
I'm
is.
None
really
of it's perm.
impressed. I'm impressed
None
you
of
did
it's
that.
permanent.
When my boy was born, like a year later, I was like, I'm gonna make him like an action board, like a thing to like to play things with, like
Yeah.
so like a piece of wood. I was, I'll just get a piece of wood and a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
So I did, and like. I just couldn't finish it. It was like at the end, it had like a doorstop, wobbly doorstop thing that goes,
It was
and like a
wild.
light, and like I screwed a hook in, but then I just put it away. And then the other day, my wife sent me a picture of it. Like, remember this? I was like, stop it! I don't want to see that.
Don't bring that
So
back up.
the fact that you made a full chicken coop
a
is very.
functioning coop.
I mean, and I don't know how this works, Chris. I might try to see if I can send a picture to
let's.
you.
Oh, we'd love to see
so
a
that you
picture of
can
the coop.
see this coop.
Let's put a photo over this edit right now.
Okay.
Oh my God!
Wow, look at that
Peter.
coop.
Get it
Oh
off
my
my
gosh.
face. Get the photo off my
And that's
face.
Okay,
the
now
top
let's see a
story.
photo of Mark's
Okay.
action board.
Wow, that's a good
Oh,
action board.
cool.
Oh, it's actually better than I remember.
Okay. Oh, wow.
I don't know.
That does look like it's permitted. Okay. Very good.
So you made a coop. I mean,
I did make a coop.
I mean,
and
we gotta have a chicken coop now.
And I don't want to take up too much time on these chickens, but
Oh, please.
we did have, they're very vulnerable creatures.
Yeah. Mhm.
We had one of our birds, Sunny, was egg bound, which means that they have an egg that breaks inside of them, and it's very really for a chicken that kind of does mark the end.
That's it.
Because there's very little you can do about that. It's the infection, all this stuff is very dangerous. So, but we felt that was probably what had happened, and so it's the weekend. We're in LA, so we're like, we gotta go to the vet. But it's the weekend, and it's not just any vet. You got to go to the exotics vet down in Santa Monica. And so we, go down on a
Santa
Sunday
Monica.
down to this exotics vet.
Yeah.
And bring in poor Sonny, who's like not doing well, kind of a little bit limp in our
dear.
hands, and walk in. They immediately come in, take Sonny into the back, and we're sort of sitting out front. And we're like, how long do you think this will take? Because our little one's got school tomorrow. And it's like, well, it really depends. Right now it's very quiet, but if there's an emergency, an exotics emergency, it could be a while. And it's like, oh, okay. Literally,
Truck of
Sounds like-
parrots come in.
2 minutes later, someone busts through the door with a shoebox.
Yeah.
A woman and her partner, and they bust in saying like, help, help. It's Zero. and like the people kind of come out and they're like, oh, they take the shoebox into the back, and someone is then questioning her, like, so what is going on? Zero, my hamster is just not breathing. It's just like, stop breathing. And like, okay, so like, when did this happen? It just happened. Like, she's not breathing and not coughing and not breathing. Like, okay. Do you authorize us to perform life-saving things, whatever? Yes, and that could be anywhere from $2,600 to $4,000. Yes, of course. Do you authorize us to? There was like another list of. Do you authorize us to do this at a cost? It could be anywhere from this number to this number. Yes, of course. For Zero, yes, of course. So then they said, does Zero have any history of like breathing things? Well, yes, Zero has lung cancer. And I was like, what?
A hamster.
Yes, spots all over Zero's lungs. And Zero's like quite an elderly hamster of some sort. And so they, rush. They sit down, and they're in the back with Zero. And they've just been ticked off the thing of like, yes, we authorize you to charge us up to $10,000. Zero doesn't make it.
Oh no, Zero.
But that's not an exotic pet.
Well, it might have been an exotic disease. I don't know if that's an exotic.
Right, yeah,
Well,
there might
it's a
have been,
weekend.
some
I don't
exotic
know.
treatment,
But
yeah.
it seems like
I'm sorry. I'm for Zero.
We're all Team Zero.
Team Zero.
Zero.
Yeah.
I mean, there's without question.
God
and
bless.
It did, but it was one of those things where it was like. So then when they were asking us, like, do you authorize us to perm? They're like, well, I mean, Sunny's had a pretty good go of it, hasn't she? No, we didn't. Yeah. They ended up having to put Sunny down.
Oh.
Yeah, but it was. Anyways, if you have an exotic and you're in Santa Monica and you need some help, I got a place for you.
I did think it was going to be like Mark said, like 3 parrots on a gurney coming.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And a boa constrictor. And a flamingo. We got help.
Penguin.
I definitely want
a penguin.
an exotic vet.
Oh my goodness!
Like place in the town. I think that'll be definitely fun.
A speciality.
Is exotic just not a cat or a dog? Is that what
I think it is? Like I think it's like
all the different body types of animals that isn't a cat or a dog.
Yeah, I think honestly, that's probably it.
Yeah.
And a lot of places, like you can. I think there's some vets are able to do all of it, right?
Sure.
But like I think. Because it was the weekend
Peter's
and because it was this, sorry. Well, I forgot that we're on camera, so I kind of wanted to put on a little bit of a show. But yeah,
chickens in LA.
Exotic. Chickens in LA.
Chickens in LA.
Chickens in LA.
I love that you still have chickens now here.
We do. Well, we don't have them here, but we actually, because we still have our place down there, we actually still have 3 chickens down there that we have, because someone is renting our house. Mm-hmm. We have a friend who takes care of the chickens.
Beautiful.
So they're doing wonderfully.
Absolutely.
Doing wonderfully.
Yeah.
And I built a little bridge across from their coop into like an enclosed garden area that no one's really planting anything in, so that they have like
they got a little place to go.
Safe
little area.
Oh,
I love it.
Yeah.
That's so great.
What flock number is it?
This is flock number 2.
Oh, still 2.
Still 2.
Okay.
We've got 3 left in flock number 2.
And do you eat the eggs? It's like they're egg producing.
Yeah, and colorful eggs.
Nice.
Blue eggs, brown eggs. It's they're. But to be honest, we really got them because they're really wonderful animals to have around. They're really sweet.
Yeah.
They're actually, and if they grow up with you, they're very affectionate, and it's like they're really fun especially for Opal, our daughter. Like she just.
Yeah.
Time of her life with these. She's the chicken whisperer.
They're magical.
Love some chickens.
I remember once on a Zoom call you brought up one of the chickens to us on camera, and you like move the chicken around and their heads stay in the same place.
Stays.
So
Yeah.
cute.
Do you have any silky bantams? That's my favorite.
No, we do not. And because the silky bantams have that sort of the feathers on their feet.
Yeah, that's.
And that can be a little bit like to keep them clean is a little bit tricky. So we're like, maybe we stick away from the feathered feet.
Exactly. You don't want another trip to Santa Monica.
No.
It's LA, man.
Well,
go to Santa Monica.
That was after already that we had taken one trip to a vet with one of our birds because she had fallen out of the brooding box when she was little and like broke one of her talons, like just kind of bent it a little bit.
Dear.
And so we were like, oh boy, we better take her in. Take her in. They put a popsicle stick, X-ray. They do the whole thing. It's an outrage. It's outrageous. It's outrageous. It's outrageous. They anyone that sort of grew up on a farm or maybe like,
I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, no, okay. You don't X-ray that.
I have an exotic vet in Santa Monica.
Dinner.
But they like put a popsicle stick on, and again, just charged a stupid amount to do nothing.
So cute.
To only then put the chicken back in the coop to have the rest of the chickens peck at the popsicle stick and at the foot because it's like something different is here. So it didn't really. Let's just say it didn't help things. But so she had lived a perfectly fine life with a slightly bent talon.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then so now you're in White Rock here in beautiful British Columbia.
Yes.
Where is it's close to the border?
South.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're maybe
south
15,
from here.
Yeah, south from here, maybe 15 minutes north of the border. And technically, we're in a little enclave there called Crescent Beach, which is like this. It's like a little throwback town almost. Like there's like 3 ice cream stores and a couple restaurants and a nice little pathway promenade to go to go walk on. And as a kid, I would go out there and visit my cousins and hang out. It's a real summertime place.
So you had family there?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And we literally just came up for a little visit, and my wife and my daughter just fell in love with it. So we're kind of like,
get the chickens.
Okay, we got to get some birds here.
Load the chickens up. Let's
Load
go.
them up. That's a good question. I wonder if I can. Could I bring the birds we have across the border?
Bringing 3 chickens across the
Import
border
chickens.
sounds like the hardest thing to do.
Do they have Nexus?
I don't know. I'll start applying now. I mean, this is the thing. I don't know. I'm not sure if I could bring them across that way, but I bet if you went to like a Trader Joe's, you could bring back a package of chicken. I
Yeah.
don't think that's an issue.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So,
See?
but
Yeah.
could I make the argument? Well,
Yeah.
if you can do that,
Put
I
them in a
don't know,
Trader
why
Joe's
can't these
box.
girls come?
And try to say, like, no, Trader Joe's
This
just
is
sell
what it was.
chickens.
They sell fresh
This is
chickens
it.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's
They
with the
don't know.
popsicle stick?
Yeah.
They'll say.
This-
So what else does Crescent Beach have besides 3 ice cream stores and
A promenade.
A promenade.
Well-
what is a promenade?
well, I technically don't know what a promenade is, but
Well, we need a promenade.
I
then.
believe a promenade is like, I mean, a promenade would probably be like a classic boardwalk or
Yeah.
a classic sort of strip of
Yes.
shops. And,
Yes.
Yeah. And actually, Crescent Beach does not have that. Like, it has sort of a graveled path that kind of. Oh, hold on.
Uh-oh, we got
What
the
have we
producer.
got?
Promenade, a paved public walk, typically one along a waterfront at a resort. I mean, Pete,
So we don't.
resort,
It's just
though.
not,
It's not
paved.
paved.
It's not paved. So this
Deep
is a
Space
gravel
Nine.
promenade.
this is a
A gravel promenade.
This just in.
I think
right?
Deep Space Nine had a promenade. Could
So
you look-
Deep,
I
Deep
think they're
Space
like-
Nine is a Star Trek show, but it's the space station.
Yeah, it's the
in
one
the Star
after
Trek
Next
show.
Generation, and it's
And on that space station,
I
there
think it was
is a
like, I'll meet you
promenade.
on the promenade.
Yeah, a promenade is on a spapeship, isn't it? Too?
It's like a station. It's
Yes.
like a stationary
Right.
space station near a wormhole.
A
They-
spaceship promenade.
They had one.
So it's paved.
So it has to be paved. It's not gravel on Deep Space
By
Nine.
the water?
So I don't think.
God.
So Chris thinks it is a promenade. I'm going to say no because Crescent Beach is a town. It's not a resort,
No, it's not, and it's a gravel.
but it is on the
and
water.
it's not a
It is-
space station.
It's not a
not a
space
space
station.
station.
Very futuristic, but it's not a space station. Not quite. But yeah, it's kind of it's a lot of families would have used it as a summertime resort like
Sure.
eons ago. So
Yeah.
like. It used to be that a train, you could hop on a train from Vancouver, take it out to Crescent Beach where there was a hotel, like back in the late 1800s kind of thing. And people would just go, and that would be like going to the beach.
Yeah.
Little
Nice.
cottages down there.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, it's not. I
You've
mean,
been.
it's really.
Yeah, it was just when I first heard of Crescent Beach when I was a young person, it was
Yes.
like a hot place to go in your like 20s on a Saturday night. Apparently,
Oh,
Interesting.
Oh,
maybe
Yeah.
I'm misremembering.
Okay, now hold on. Well,
Like,
you
is
know,
there-
maybe that's White Rock.
That's
would
not
that-
Crescent. Isn't Crescent
well,
Beach?
There's not really any.
It's
night-
different than
well,
White
actually,
Rock.
no. Hold on, because
Sorry,
you're saying in
everyone.
your 20s.
Yeah.
I mean, if you wanted to go down to the beach late at night
It was
and
someone who
just
lived in
hang
Langley.
with the guitar, baby.
Okay.
But White Rock is like now there's a promenade, Chris.
Okay, maybe I'm thinking of
That
White
is
Rock.
paved. They
Sorry,
have
everyone.
Canada's longest pier, White Rock.
Okay.
And they've got a strip probably like a mile long of like bars,
There we go.
restaurants.
There we
that
go.
sounds like what you love.
The
That's
whole
what I
thing.
loved in my 20s.
That's
I think
exactly,
that's a true
yes.
promenade.
That's a
Yeah, it's a
promenade.
true promenade. Hoop
clearly
skirts
didn't-
and
I-
men with walking canes and top
Take a
hats.
walk off the longest pier in Canada.
Yes.
Here at White Rock.
The only promenade I was on in my 20s was Deep Space Nine,
Let's be honest.
and I was on it.
I love it.
I love it.
Okay, so I want to get into to our town a little bit, and I want to start doing a little bit of things.
Still unnamed.
Still unnamed.
I
Oh,
wondered that.
And interestingly enough, is
Yeah.
that in that episode, and it'll come up, we have a letter for Barnaby. Oh, I'm just getting ahead
Oh
of
my
myself.
God!
Barnaby,
In
Barnaby,
episode
Barnaby.
one,
Setting the table.
Ryan actually
Say the name.
kind of says the name of the town. He goes, well, here in Springs.
Oh, right,
Springs.
Springs.
Springs was always going to be in the name.
Because there was the
The
medicinal spring
and the seven
waters.
miracle.
Yeah.
right?
The
Springs.
seven miracles.
because of the
It's
seven
all
miracles.
coming back
And
to
then we had a couple letters, and one came in saying it was like suggesting that the town be called Ambulatory Springs.
Ambulatory Springs.
But Springs
Ambulatory.
was always going to be kind of in the name.
Would you remind me of the definition of ambulatory? Does that mean a wound that you raise to ambulatory?
Yeah, it's a wound
What
that you
is it?
raise. No, I
Is it
think
a raised
raise-
wound?
Yeah,
from
you raise a
childhood.
wound from childhood to adulthood.
Maybe I'm thinking of an
From
embolism.
open wound to scab.
This is my wound, Tyler.
I'm 6. Anyway, I'm just floating that. Pardon the pun for all the springy water stuff, but like that
yeah.
is what's going on.
It's interesting that it hasn't been named because it does. As I'm reminded, it did seem like we were bringing that up a lot about But the name, that of course it needs to be named, and,
Yeah.
and this thing.
And then we
thought
just
that-
decided that we just kind of pushed it down the path, and
Yeah.
now the town has become known as Town.
Yeah.
and
Yes.
I'm afraid of it.
It's
I don't.
dangerous to then sort of go like,
Yeah.
I don't know, should it be named?
Yeah, should it be? Never
The
shall we
town
know
is-
where the
no,
legs do meet.
no. Boom!
So
But that being said, we are looking for sponsors, and for $10,000, we'll call it whatever you want.
absolutely, we'll call it.
$10,000.
Tim Hortonsville.
Yeah,
Oh, fabulous.
Crave Town.
Yeah,
Population 10,000 Timbit loving residents. Okay, they just love popping
now-
those bits.
In episode 1, Pete, you played a character that worked for the newspaper. Any help with what the paper that's called? Please let me know. You worked for a character. You worked for a character.
I worked for a character
Yeah, he
who worked
paid
for the
you.
paper.
Character named Barnaby, and he was the advice columnist, and his column is called Barnaby Advises.
Barnaby Advises.
Yes. And Barnaby, we have a letter to Barnaby.
Oh my
And this
gosh!
is like,
is this a real letter? Or did you guys write this?
No, we did not write this.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this
and
is real.
This is real. This
okay.
came in like after episode 3. It came a long time ago.
Oh my God! Someone
And-
finally got the courage to
Yeah.
just write down what they needed to write.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
no, we've been holding this letter.
You've been holding it.
Yeah.
Oh.
So and it's referenced, the title of the name of the town is referenced here. So here we go. Dear Barnaby, longtime reader, first time writing in. All of us in redacted Springs.
Tim
See,
Hortonsville.
this is when it was
Okay.
still Springs.
Yes.
Know about the competing mobile health clinics in town. St. Herbert's Alternative Medicine Mobile versus Serve You Drugs. But which one should we use? I've known both families for years and don't want to contribute to their long-standing feud. But my bursitis is acting up. I don't know where to turn. Barnaby, please help. Never shall we know where the legs do meet. Adam. P.S. When is When is Mayor McDaddy going to do something about those pesky feral goats? If only Grant were still around to help.
Wow.
Oh
I don't know
my
what half of that.
goodness.
Deep
Thank
stuff.
you for
Some
that. That's a
deep
beautiful
cuts in
letter.
there. Wow.
So Barnaby, why don't we set it up that you respond to this? Do you need to be reminded what this is about? It's about which competing drugs.
Competing, yes, of course. Well, and Adam, I want to take this moment to thank you for taking time to write in, especially with that a pesky. What was your ailment again?
Bursitis.
Bursitis. Ah, yes, that mistress of the leg. You know, when given the choice between which path to go down, one which goes, well, technically, I guess it's to Serve You Drugs, and the other one to Mendocino Farms, Alternative Medicine Mobile. Yes, when given the choice between which, it's like asking yourself, which child do I care for most? Of course, you know which it is. But it's never easy, knowing that you must let somebody down at the expense of another's success. But I guess that's life. And so with that in mind, I'd say Serve You Drugs. The name just makes more sense. I might be wrong, but that's Barnaby Advises.
Thank you, Barnaby.
Yes,
I
Classic
think that was
Barnaby.
helpful. I'm not
That
sure. I
was
hope it was helpful.
Barnaby's always
difficult.
He always undermines his own advice by saying he's wrong. Maybe.
I think it's for for a reason so that no one could sue.
I think it's legal.
It has to be
I think
legal.
it's legal.
It really
yes.
is.
I think it's
Oh,
like throwing in an
legal-
allegedly or
Never-
supposedly.
Right.
Never be caught with my advice.
Maybe there was one letter that started that. Maybe there was a letter that
Yeah,
he
can
got
we
in some
maybe
legal
hear
trouble.
the letter? Let's hear the letter.
Back
that-
in time.
the original letter that Barnaby wrote that got him in trouble.
You know, maybe 1978.
Yeah,
He received a letter.
Yes. Saying,
Well, it's a good question, Scotty. Thanks for writing in. Seatbelts really can be a pain in the ass. Not to mention how dangerous it would be to be trapped by that belt if you were to go off the bridge into the river. And so I say on icy days, when the threat of slipping into that cold, cold water is nigh, unbuckle that belt, son, for the safety of you and your young family. I'm never wrong. Barnaby advised.
Oh no, Barnaby got in such legal trouble.
Very of the era.
Oh my God!
Very
so
of the
That
era.
Pinto was in that slough.
Oh well, that's
Moments later.
that's amazing.
Didn't
Okay.
lose his job, just had to adjust.
Oh,
his
just had to
side.
adjust.
No, they still like
simple
the flowery
adjustment.
language.
You could be wrong. You could be
Barnaby,
People
no
love
one
you,
else-
Barnaby. People love you.
Nobody else spell checks like you, Barnaby. So you can keep your job.
Okay, so we should. As you all remember, Peter did help. Basically, created the town fountain,
Probably our most cherished.
our most
landmark.
cherished
Our
landmark.
most referenced landmark.
And
for
we
sure.
would be remiss not to do something in and around the
these beautiful healing
the fountain. Yeah, the
waters.
healing waters, the seven miracles.
Waters, the seven
Never shall we
miracles.
know where the lakes do meet. I think it's. I'm just nervous around Peter. I can't say it.
Well, I mean, I wondered. I mean, somebody's surely do. What happens when they clean the fountain?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
When
great.
you clean
Because
fountain
then
out,
the water
Let's
goes
figure it out.
down.
Let's
Yeah.
figure it out.
That is
Okay.
interesting when fountains get cleaned.
So, do you want to play a character who is doing the job of cleaning, or do you want to come and happen by?
I'd love to just have the discussion of how in the world we're going to do this.
Okay, great.
While
Nice.
still maintaining the integrity of where these legs are meeting.
Okay, so we're the crew.
Nice.
We're the crew who's involved.
Fabulous.
Okay, I'm just gonna finish hanging the privacy curtains.
Yeah, let's hang those up. And now, as discussed, none of us can view personally. I mean, obviously, the privacy curtains are to keep the public from seeing. but when we're in there,
behind the curtains themselves, we
don't-
can't see.
We can't see.
So we're gonna put on privacy curtains, like a blindfold, basically.
well,
this is what we have to figure out.
Yeah.
But if we're all blindfolded, how do we know that
Yeah.
you're blindfolded and you're
Yeah.
blindfolded? I don't know that you might not be.
Well, let's
BP.
work this out. If two of us are blindfolded, one of us isn't. Is that the move?
If I put my hands over your eyes,
Yeah.
and you put your hands over my eyes,
Yes.
now, who
then-
still has hands and eyes untouched?
Well, I don't have anything, so I could do both.
Your eyes need.
How about I
okay.
do both on mine?
Well,
Okay.
no. See
on.
that doesn't
Hold
work.
on.
It makes more sense for me to put my hands on Elliot's eyes.
Take your right hand
and then Elliot-
put it on his left eye.
You put his hand.
gonna-
one eye each.
Yeah, if you get
yeah.
one eye, then
Yeah.
I have two hands.
Yeah.
Now the problem here, and I don't want to be, poking holes all the time. I hate this role where I'm always poking holes. I hate it.
Well, you shouldn't have taken the foreman exam if you
exactly
didn't want to
it,
be
Carl.
foreman.
It's just that if all six of our hands are being used to cover all six of our eyes, we have no hands for which to do the cleaning.
It would make sense that we use our legs, given the fountain.
We
Yeah.
should.
Sometimes when I clean my kitchen, I put a towel on my little feet and I scuff around on the tile and it cleans it up real good.
And
We
that's
could
how
do
we'll
that.
that's how we'll clean.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, what exactly are we trying to clean out of this thing?
It's just wearing. There is coins. People do throw coins, even though there is a clear no coin throwing sign.
Just a thought.
We
You
do.
Just dump a little bleach in that water, get some netting, scoop up those coins, and we'll still never know where those legs do meet.
I suppose so, but we can't make that water too clear. You understand, or then we'll figure it out. We'll all see.
Shit, so we shouldn't clean it at all.
The water needs to stay as shown here in the
silty as
rules.
possible.
Silt. It
We
has
never
to,
should have bid on this gig.
it has to maintain a 30% silt.
We never should have bid on this gig.
It's been 4 weeks now, and we still can't figure this out.
I mean, the privacy curtains took 4 weeks to hang up, I guess, because we were getting here. Elliot just said, "I'll just finish hanging up the privacy curtains." We've been on it for 4
weeks
weeks.
of just trying to
Why did
bide
it
our
take you so
time.
long to do the darn privacy curtains,
I had
Elliot?
to throw some twine over an exposed pipe and clip it on.
We're not hanging signs
I
here,
did-
Elliot. We're trying to do privacy curtains.
Look, maybe I was procrastinating a little bit because I'm afraid of getting to this point.
And
Because we don't
also-
have any ideas.
Now, also, just the amount of the emotional toll it's taking on the town. It's subconscious. It's conscious. If they can't see their fountain, they're.
Excuse me, I'm here from the newspaper. Anyone wants to come out for a comment on the progress
Oh,
of
be
cleaning
quiet,
the
be
fountain?
quiet.
Don't say anything.
Don't say
Anyone's
anything.
here.
Oh, no. I guess as the foreman, I should.
What
probably-
happened? Sorry,
Oh, when you were over there, the other
Yeah.
side of the fountain, there's
You're
a
just
there's a
pulling
reporter
those seams
outside.
of the curtain closed.
I'll go back.
Yes. Okay.
Any comment, or
are we gonna
will
do?
be available for comment
No,
at
I
some
don't-
point?
The fountain's been cleaned.
Oh, well,
The fountain's clean. Pull back the curtains.
okay.
Okay.
I'm coming in. Should I pull out the
Pull
curtain?
open the curtain.
them up.
Okay, they're really in there.
Okay. Here we go. The fountain has been cleaned.
We can attest to it. It was cleaned.
And none of us know where the legs do meet, as is foretold.
Hi, Newt Frankenstein, investigative reporter.
Your name is Newt Frankenstein? Okay.
Goodness.
I would love to unpack
do some
that
investigating.
first.
It's a pen
on
name.
that.
It's a pen
Oh,
name.
it's a pen name. Oh, I've seen your column.
Newt. I've
Yeah.
seen your picture.
Newt's News. And then Newt's Nudes?
On the back pages.
Yeah, the back pages of Newt's Nudes?
And Newt,
Got
mine
it.
both.
Yeah. What do you think?
It's been cleaned.
What was the process?
Ah, well,
Wow.
it's interesting.
Yes.
It's secret.
Secretive process.
Yeah, we need to keep most of it secret, but I can tell you that it is a process of mutually assured
Destruction.
No,
If anybody reveals.
no, that's
Okay.
that's nuclear warfare.
Okay.
This is
May have
mutually
a different
assured
manual.
not seeing of the
Seems to be a lot of algal bloom still on there.
Algal bloom is
That
actually
was,
in
part of the process.
Part of the process.
The
We gotta-
algal bloom is eating the particles in the water that were impure.
Yes.
While maintaining the privacy of the legs.
And we assure you, the water here is still as miracle-giving as it always has been.
Yes.
Well,
The miracles were not cleaned out.
Okay.
Any other questions, Newt?
No, I'm going to use that's a good line. That's a good line.
Okay.
I'm going to use that in my article. I'll be here for the big rededication reopening ceremony tomorrow.
Oh,
What?
dude.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
It's a
Well,
good
yeah,
thing
it's
we
been
pretended
4
to be
weeks.
done.
We've
Oh,
known about
yes,
this for
of
4
course.
Oh,
weeks.
yes, yeah.
Well,
We'll be there too.
we'll, of course we will.
Yeah.
Just as soon as we get down these curtains that took 4 weeks to hang.
Yeah. Thank you, Newt Frankenstein, and I look forward to seeing more of Newt's Nudes.
Yeah, when's that coming back?
Yeah. That was really popular
I've
in the
applied
80s.
for a grant.
Oh, okay. Oh, great.
Oh.
Okay. Okay.
God,
The
what's
fountain
these
never
guys?
cleaned. Never got cleaned. But they were.
Guys, I
Oh.
love lies like that.
Yeah, they bit off
Yes.
more than they could chew for
That's
sure.
a- I love
Well,
lies
it's
like
just,
that.
it's a good, how would you clean and not see?
Yeah. Okay. Again, the town Perm. I do want to see if there's anyone in town who has been a good enough citizen, a good enough townie to have been elected to be given the town Perm. Is it just assigned?
Well,
it was
feels like
it
it's
was
like
the
a white
hat.
hat.
a white
It's like a
hat,
white
so
hat.
you
It's
have
like,
to.
and is it for a visitor or is it somebody? No, or somebody that's like, who's like an esteemed, somebody is being recognized in the
Yeah.
town for the
I think it's
Or is,
that.
is there like 5 nominees a year and only one person
Oh,
gets it?
that's
You know what I
it.
mean?
Well, that's
like
what we
yes,
need.
they have like I'm nominated for Town Perm this year because
Yeah.
of my work with
Yeah.
you
Yes.
know the exotic animal
Of course,
hospital.
Yeah.
yes.
maybe Newt Frankenstein could be. This is he's a busy guy.
Yeah.
Maybe he's off.
Maybe I'm interviewing 2 of the nominees.
He's interviewing 2 of the nominees.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And at the same time snapping nudes.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're
Nudes.
so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But okay.
Okay, I'm just going to put this voice recorder on the table. If you could both say and spell your names for me, just so I have it for later.
Yes.
And then we'll just get into like a conversation, but don't feel like I'm going to type word for word. I'm just going to take, maybe I'll pose a question and I'll choose 1 or 2, so
Okay.
let's have a little conversation.
Great.
Okay, so either of you can start.
Okay, I'll go.
Okay.
My name is Kenneth, K-E space redacted. That name is Kenneth, K-E-N-E-T-H, K-E-K-A-Y-E-E space S-P-A-C-E.
I need you to start again and just do it all the way through.
Okay, my name is Kenneth.
Hi, Kenneth.
Hi. K-E space redacted. That's my name.
So you're redacting part of that.
That's just my name.
Was that
Okay.
the spelling part of it, or that's the name?
That's the name.
Wonderful.
Kenneth, K-E-N-E-E-T-H.
See, then you spell it.
K-E is my middle name. K-A-Y-E-E. K-E. Space is another middle name, S-P-A-C-E. And then redacted. R-E-D-A-C-T-E-D.
Okay, great. Thank you. Now I get it. And?
Okay. My name is Darcy Quagmire. Darcy, D-A-R-S-E-E.
Nice.
Quagmire, as it sounds.
Just as it sounds.
As it sounds.
That's fine. Yeah,
With
as the word. Okay,
Yes.
great.
Yes.
Well, I'm happy.
Darcy, it's nice to meet you.
Oh my
by the
God,
way.
Kenneth. Redacted.
I'm so
so
sorry.
this is the first time you two are meeting.
We've
It
never
is.
met.
We
Okay.
know.
Yeah.
This is so wild. And
Yeah.
we're both
And I think- and I-
nominees.
First
And I
time.
just-
You're both first time nominees.
First time.
First time
Timers.
nominees?
Yeah.
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 And I just want to say, I want to put it on the record that I you are so deserving of this nomination.
And I feel the same way.
Thank
I
you.
can already see it. I can see your hair. I mean, just how beautiful it would be. Just
Oh,
Exactly.
well, you're being
tight
nice to
up
each
top.
other
It would
now,
be
but
beautiful.
only
I
one
am
person
growing
can-
it out. I
Oh,
am
my
growing it
goodness.
out,
There
but
is only
with
one
no.
perm.
There is only one perm.
well,
absolutely.
So that's the reality, right?
Yes,
So
of
it's
course.
niceties
Of
now,
course.
but there is only one perm.
Of course.
Yes.
Are you both going to wear the perm, your actual hair, or will you elect to wear the wig for a year?
I will be wearing it. I will be wearing the perm, and I understand there are 4 follow-up treatments you can do throughout the year, and I will be trying that. If it doesn't work, and if it's not, if the town thinks that it doesn't uphold the standards, I will definitely wear the wig.
I'll be wigging
Okay.
because I've always wanted to be a ginger, and of course I'm not.
Right.
But with a wig, I can be.
That's a good point,
So
Darcy.
I'm going to wig and hope for a ginger perm.
I mean, there's been strong
nice.
histories for either whether you're wigging it or whether you're wearing it.
Yeah.
So, the point is
Wigging
the
it or
perm.
wearing it.
Wigging
In
it.
your own words, one at a time, any order. For those who aren't familiar with the nominees this year, what you did to deserve it and why you think you should win.
This is Kenneth. I was nominated for excellence in apple treeing. And so excellence in that field, or orchard, I should say. I have been in the apple orchard business for 6 years. I inherited it from my brother, who inherited it from our father. Long story. And I produce 2 trees worth of apples a year. It's about 3 bushels.
Okay.
And the apples are, you've heard of Cosmic Crisp? These are Cosmic, extra crispy. And I put them for sale at the farmer's market. And we have a big event at Gasbo every year where we sign 1 apple. And it's the best apples in town.
So you sell apples.
I sell apples. I thought that was going to go somewhere. Didn't.
I mean, I'd give it to Kenneth. I really would. I just love what you're doing,
Darcy,
Kenneth.
and your nominee?
I am trying to communicate with dogs. And not just for me. I mean, for everybody. I have developed an app, and the idea is to try to just decipher what all that barking means, and to be able to communicate with our furry friends and understand it in a deeper way. You know what they're trying to tell us, and really have them understand what we're trying to tell them. This is about moving forward as a team. You know, a owner, a pet, and developing that language. And so I've been doing that now just for 17 years, and so we're getting close. And I can't. I'm so excited about that.
I'm so excited about that,
I
too.
can't wait.
Yeah, so I sell apples. And
And it sounds like you sell a small amount. You said 2 bushels a year.
yeah, it's just a little. We only have 2 trees.
Kind of like a hobby.
It's a bespoke, very well-crafted apple tree.
Is it an artisanal apple?
Artisanal apples? Yeah.
Oh, maybe because it's a apple you created. Maybe you
and
created
I did. Yeah, absolutely. And those apples, I mean, they go for upwards of $3,000-$4,000 a piece.
Wow.
Each individual
I see
apple.
now. I see why you're on the list now.
Yeah, yeah. And I just want to say, I do have a dog. I have a little Cocker Spaniel.
Well, should we try out the
my
app?
goodness.
Should
I'd
we-
love to.
Should we try
Sure.
out the
This
app?
would be great.
Okay.
Okay.
Fun.
Come here, Jill. Come here. Come here.
Hold on. Let me just. Okay.
Good girl. Good girl.
I need pee. Oh no, I need to go pee. Oh no, I need pee. I need.
go
No,
ahead.
I need to go pee.
Go pee pee.
No, I need pee.
Oh, he needs pee.
He
Do you-
needs
or she
pee.
needs
Why
pee.
would he
Do you
need
need
pee?
pee? Do you need pee?
He need pee. That's
Oh,
what he's
you
saying.
know what?
He need pee.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
Oh.
Yeah, I do have a certain drink that has urea
You
in
feed
it.
your dog pee.
It's the chemical urea that comes from pee.
I'm sorry. This is not. I need peas.
I'm
That's
gonna, If I
okay.
could take that back.
You're feeding your dog piss?
No, I'm not.
Oh my God.
No,
Well, I think I
Don't
have
perm
all I
that
need
man.
here.
Don't perm that man. He's a piss peddler.
Let's see,
I
let's-
don't
let's
peddle
see
piss.
Kenneth
Oh, my
getting
God.
the newspaper the next morning.
Oh, what a morning. Hi, Jill. Here's your water. Here's your pee.
Oh, are you feeding Jill that piss again? It reeks in the kitchen.
We don't condone this type of behavior to animals. No.
But as a means of survival,
but
if that dog was
it's
in a
just a
plane
little- it's
crash
like-
in the Andes.
Yep.
It's like when people do work with.
There are people as well
There are
that
people
drink
that
piss.
drink piss. Yes, yes.
Of
So
course.
that's what. Okay. Anyway,
And that
I
could
just want to
extend it,
continue the scene. Okay, so just here's your little piece. Yes, I am. I'm giving. Okay.
Crack a window.
Oh, sorry. Here we go. Go, good girl, Jill. Good girl. Let's see what the paper says.
Morning, mister!
Ow! Threw the paper right at me. What are you doing? What are you doing right around on an adult-sized three-wheel bicycle?
I'm just visiting.
You're visiting?
I'm just throwing papers around.
Okay, you better not be a tourist. All right, let me just see
Did
this.
someone just throw a paper through your window?
Somebody threw a paper through the window.
Somebody just stole all my papers. I'm the paper boy.
Oh, are you okay?
No, look at me.
Oh my God, you're so beat up.
Oh my God, he was horrible.
Oh, come inside. Come inside. Here's
Oh, it smells like piss in
Have
here.
some pee. There you go. Just put
my
that on
God,
your.
it's warm.
Yeah, just have a little sip.
Oh my gosh.
It's very healing.
thank
Okay.
you.
I'm just gonna. Oh, the headline.
Oh.
Perm town perm recipients of interesting variety. That's not as scandalous as I intended it to be.
Yeah, I think it worked out okay.
Just cut forward to the nudes.
Okay. Oh, the back page. Ah, yes. Yes. Newt Frankenstein's
there we go.
nudes. Newt's nudes. Oh, those are some
found
good
another one.
nudes.
No
those
clothes
are
there.
those are some great
Oh
nudes.
boy, I can see everything.
Okay,
Okay.
there we go. How you feeling? You feel better?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
That piss really helped.
Yeah.
It took my mind off of the pain.
That's what it's for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, I hope you find the rest of your papers.
Yeah,
I
me
can
too.
describe the man. He was on a bicycle,
okay.
three-wheel bicycle,
Yes,
tricycle.
right.
Yeah.
Tricycle,
Yeah.
yes,
He had
okay.
long flowing. He had a militant.
oh yes.
A long
Oh
flowing
yes,
militant.
of course.
And
not a permanent.
No, and a really nice long overcoat.
Oh.
Yes, he had claws for hands and sharp teeth.
Sounds like a creature from a gothic film.
I think maybe I'm misremembering.
That's a
Should we jump ahead and see who wins the town perm?
Yes. Yes. So where are we? Where are we?
In front of the fountain.
In front of the fountain, of course.
Mayor
yes.
McDaddy's giving a speech.
Okay.
Yes.
And you're Mayor
everyone's
McDaddy.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. For those townies who might be like on it, I don't totally remember Mayor McDaddy's voice. I've done him. This is my third time I've done it now. I think I'm going for a gravelly kind of evil guy voice.
Yeah, yeah.
but you
it
know the
shifts.
heart of the man.
You know the heart of the man.
heart of the
You know what I
man.
mean? We're all. It's all in progress. We
Yeah.
like to say. So yeah. Mayor McDaddy.
And there's
Settle down! Settle down, assholes!
Get out of that water.
Oh, Mayor McDaddy's speaking.
First of all, I want to say the town fountain looks great. Kudos to Elliot, the other guy, and the other guy.
Yeah.
Carl.
Way to go, guys.
Yeah.
I'm told the algal bloom is a new algal bloom. But that's not what we're here for.
We love you, McDaddy.
We're here... What?
We love you, McDaddy.
That's not what we're here for. We're here for the town perm selection.
Yeah.
I'm just going to reach into this fish bowl and pull out the name. It's not random. It's not random.
It sounded like it was random.
random.
It's
It
not
sounds
random.
like you're just gonna pull out a name.
No, then every name in this fishbowl is the same name. So we get the thrill of me selecting it, but it's all the same
there's
name.
5 pieces
Here,
of paper in
drum
there.
roll, please.
Never shall we know what the two legs do me.
Never show me where the legs do me.
Oh,
There we
shoot.
go, there we go, there we go. It's Kenneth Redacted
Oh my
for all his
His
work with apples and
apples.
piss.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe it.
Unbelievable.
Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you, Mayor McDaddy.
He's wearing the perm. It's a wig or a wear. He's wearing the perm here and there. It's the town perm. It's the town perm.
Thank you. And as this is happening, as the song is going, they're commencing in the town perm, like already happening, and they know that it's going to be aware because we've had to fill out some forms ahead of time.
Yes.
So they start immediately like applying the curlers and the
Like
chemicals.
the Pope, like a selection of a new Pope.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. And now, so the perm is being set,
Beautiful.
and Kenneth walks up to the dais to give a speech. When I started my work with apples, I knew that one day I would be standing here in front of this town to let them know that I represent this town. And my apples, They are for this town. Sure, they're not a dog translator or a rope measurer
Why is he? He's kind of a sore winner. He won.
or an ant farm maker. Sure.
Got a real grudge.
And maybe it's not as cool as that. But I make apples and I won my perm fair and square.
Well, the tree makes the apple.
It's
And there-
he just tended to them.
There was
Watered the
no
tree.
funny business about how I got this award. And I resent those who suggest otherwise.
A man in the back smokes a final smoke of his cigarette and puts it out, winks at Kenneth, puts his trench coat on, and walks away.
And I thank you all for voting me Town Perm recipient of this year. Thank you very much. It was a weird speech, wasn't it? Yeah, it was strange.
All the winking.
Yeah.
It was just it was really just the one, but then he winked at the guy who winked at him.
Yeah, did you notice that man back there winking at Kenneth, and then Kenneth winked back? Something's amiss.
Funny winking
I don't
going
like
on.
this one little bit. What do you think, Squigs? Yeah, I never liked any of it to begin with. Yeah, me neither. Oh, well. Okay, so what are we going to do about that?
Wow.
Do we follow up on that now, or do we let that hang?
Cliffhanger.
That's a
Oh, my
cliffhanger.
God.
Cliffhanger.
Okay, is it time, or do we have time for one more quick one?
No, it's time.
It's time. It's
we
time.
could
Oh,
do
it happened
24
so
hours.
fast. Peter, it happened so fast.
Most of the time was hanging that sign.
That was not on air. That was not on air. Peter Oldring, we are so happy to have you.
Darling
Gem,
friends.
a genius.
Thank you so kindly.
Now-
It's so nice to be
Your
back
DNA
with
is
you,
all over this.
Oh,
Gem.
I mean, you as the
Sounds terrible.
I didn't mean it like that.
Well,
You can leave DNA by fingerprints.
you better get cleaning.
I'm putting my DNA on this table right now.
Ryan, stop! Stop putting your DNA on the
It's just
table.
my hand.
Got filth on the streets.
Don't turn on a black light in our town.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Townies, you can write in to us at the Town Show at kellykelly.ca. Follow us on TikTok and Instagram at the Town Show.
Yes.
Send in a sign. We're looking for sponsors. Always looking for sponsors. You want to sponsor us?
Choices.
Got a nice little
So easy.
choices.
$10 will
So
turn
easy.
around.
Your sign's here.
Thank you to our guest, second appearance of our first guest ever,
Oh,
Mr.
my
Peter
gosh.
Oldring. How can people find you? What do we do to?
You
do
can
you
find
have an
me on
online?
the socials. Sure, you
Yeah.
can. On Instagram, you can find me at What Peter Saw.
That handle.
And that's probably really kind of the only thing because, in honesty, I don't really keep up on any of the other stuff. I don't even keep up on that, but you can find me there.
Yeah.
Great. Okay.
But Peter's really overlooking a massive thing that everyone could come to and
Oh,
buy tickets.
Chris.
And
You're going to do
Producer
a live
extraordinaire,
show.
We are doing some live shows upcoming in the fall. You can see us all across Western Canada.
And
The
who's us?
show,
What is it?
So it's Pat Kelly of This Is That notoriety and other things, and Carolyn Taylor of Baroness Von Sketch and a myriad of other things as well. Us three pals are going and doing comedy shows this fall, in
All
Western
across
Canada.
Western
and then
Canada.
in the spring, I think we're going out east too.
That's right. We are going out to Ontario and even the Atlantic provinces.
Yeah.
They will
What's
definitely
what's
be
the name
in
of the
Vernon.
show?
The name of the show is A Perfectly Reasonable Night of Comedy.
Oh.
And
Yes.
you can follow us on CBC This Is That.
Yeah.
Instagram and Kelly too. We're putting out lots of updates.
We'll talk about it more on this damn show too.
Yeah.
Yes,
Absolutely.
And
Yes,
every
damn it.
night at the show, somebody will be a permed.
Oh,
so you heard it here first. Come see that perm
Go get a
happen. I hope it's me. Could be Carolyn. Don't know.
That sounds like a dynamite show. I can't wait to see it.
It's gonna be a lot of gonna be a lot of fun.
and,
We're looking forward to it because we haven't toured for a little bit of time, and to be able to do this with Carolyn too, like we're old pals from Second City days, and we're really excited.
Amazing.
Love it.
I'll be there too. Thank you everybody for listening. Buy some merch. We love you. Bye, Townies.
Bye guys.
Oh, yeah,